G'day there. Made another little discovery with these two Tesla coils, just sort of try and catch on video while I could still reproduce it before I turn things off. Now, I am driving this coil off of these two batteries. As you can see, the light on the other coil is lit. It is hooked up via the negative. I touch that terminal, it affects it. Here's the positive. I can put that on there and it will go better. But it's still working out. If I take the negative off and put the other coil back on, the other coil's on, that doesn't work. It's not transmitting to enough to light up that extra LED at the moment. If I put it on there with just the negative, I get that. Now I have just been trying to measure my voltage across my battery so I can see what's going on. So I put the scope probe on the positive. It's not sparking this time. It was sparking and smoking before when I tried to put that on there. And you can see we're getting a waveform already. I'll put the earth on the earth. The waveform changes quite a lot, steadies out. We'll change the voltage magnitude, range. No, change the trigger then. Now, this is different to what it was just 2 minutes ago, and I haven't turned it off, so I don't know. I'm still not 100% sure what's going on, but I do have some single wire transmission powering that second coil. That's in 10 times, so yeah. There is some, just off the negative alone, I am able to run this coil. It's not enough to light up a load wirelessly, but a moment ago I was able to get one of these, there we go, to light off the end of the wire at the top. And that's not really affecting anything down below when I do that. None of those lights are changing. So I do have some sort of single wire transmission powering this second coil caused by this first coil. So the two are definitely causing interference with each other. It's probably not a great idea to have a... when this one's not connected, it's essentially, one's not connected, either one, it's acting as a repeater tower. From my experiments with the simple wireless coils, with these pancakes and stuff, I found if you're going to do a repeater, you don't want to have a transistor on there. It just messes the whole thing up and it's not good for the transistor. So I think there's something similar going on here. I'm noticing a steady drop in performance, and I think, even from this little guy here, I think what's part of that is that my batteries are just going flat. I'm getting about 12.3 volts in there with nothing running. But when I was getting really good performance off this big tower, they were freshly charged and up over 13. So that could be part of it, but it's not all of it, because I've had this on 20 volts this morning and it still wasn't making any plasma. Last time, even if I put it on good, now I'll disconnect the other one, just to take away that interference, and that just zapped me off of there. So it's pumping some power through that base coil. Let's put this off the scale now. I don't know where that's gone. Waveform's not even on the screen. So I think I might have actually damaged my scope today. I was moving some stuff around trying to get a scope probe on, and I had one probe earthed out already. And look, that second tower's starting to light up as soon as I unearth things, all the single wire transmission going on. It's not connected on either of its terminals. Oh yes, it is. But yeah, anyway, I had one scope probe earthed out and the other negative earth probe tapped across the positive terminal here, just like that. I'm not going to do it again. There was a big spark. One of my channels in the scope's giving me all sorts of crazy readings since that happened, so I've swapped the probes around. It's not the probe. I've done some damage inside the scope. I might have to replace a capacitor or something. But yeah, I'm getting all sorts of wacky stuff going on here. Let's put that back on there. Let's see if I can get a Scope reading again. Doesn't look like it's even going to give me a line now. I should have a big blue and a yellow line across that screen. They're just non-existent. Nothing on the other channel. Let's see if we can reset it. And there's something interesting. The charging light is on and the USB charger is not connected. So I've definitely damaged something. It's getting power off the battery in through the scope. Now I bet it doesn't do it on the other channel. Oh, we're switched off. Yeah, I broke my scope. It's completely switched off. And it's on. Red light is okay when it's turned on. Usually it means charging though. You can see my battery's getting down. At least I got my blue and yellow lines back. Switch it off. That no charging port. That should go off. So I got some really wacky stuff going on here. Let's quickly see if we can get that battery reading. Sorry about the hands here. One-handed, shaky. Now, hey, that almost looks like what it should look like. On the 1 volt range, scale that voltage scale up a bit. This is on my battery, and obviously, if I touch the earth on the scope, it's working better. So let's plug that USB in and see if that'll help earth it. Yep, that fixed it. Alright, so across my battery, I'm getting a voltage peak of 10 volts. Waveform across my battery. 5 volts high and 5 volts low on a 12 volt battery. That's not right. I was seeing 40 volts peak to peak across there at the moment. It's at 4.5 megahertz according to this. I was getting it at 14 before. Just every time I turn stuff on and off or change anything, touch stuff, it's going all over the shop. I'll try to get in the other channel. As you can see, different results. Different waveform. I'm getting a max of 18 volts, a min of 0, and a frequency of 4.5 megahertz. Which one do I believe? It's the same scope probe. I'll get the other probe and we'll try it with that. Scope probe's on the 10 times, I'll switch that back to 1. And whoa, look at that. So maybe I just did damage a probe after all. Let's change that voltage scale. What's going on there? 2 volts? 5 volts? 10 volts? That's not making sense either. But this is saying a peak to peak of 17 volts across my 12 volt battery. So there's some back charge getting thrown at that battery. It's just crazy. And I just can't get the way this is hooked up. Even if I grab my earth now here and put it on here and take this one off here. Now this is what I used to have to do. I used to have to put this one on my collector. The scope probe didn't matter as long as it was hooked up to the scope. And now as you can see, something just went brighter there. Hooked up to the scope probe and earthed on the collector. There's the collector waveform. I'm getting a double peak at the moment. 50 volts. So I really should be seeing good plasma here, and I'm just not. And when I touch it, the whole thing dies. I can't even burn myself. There's nothing there. hardly lighting up the fluoros. As you can see, you take that off. Sometimes it goes good, and sometimes it does what it's doing now and just goes bad. You saw a bright flash then, I think. Look at that. What's going on there? Why is it going good and then not good? I still can't get plasma, now it's going back to dull. It's not the battery connection. It's on pretty solid. There is just the tiniest little speck of plasma there. The camera can't even see it. And as soon as I touched it, it went dim again. Normally having the ground earth would get that better. It's got me baffled. It's got me completely baffled. So I'll leave it at that for now. I might do another update soon. Thanks for watching.